Hi guys and girls. A while back I hung out with the three old dudes and we did some sort of cookout, and for practical reasons I chose to do an MRE because I didn't need to use my kitchen and I could do it in front of my computer. And since then I've received some messages regarding this topic. Now there are a lot of video about MREs on YouTube already, and a lot of them are better than I could ever do them, but I'm thinking like, what the hell, let's do some of those.
Okay, first the basics. MRE stands for Meal Ready to Eat and contains a complete military field ration in a lightweight package. Each meal provides between 1200 and 1500 calories, and you're supposed to eat 3 a day if you're a soldier in the field and burning a lot of calories in order to not lose weight. They have a shelf life of 3 years or more, depending on storage conditions, and it will drop faster the higher the temperature in the environment you're storing them. They're intended to be eaten for a maximum of 21 days, not because they're poisonous or anything, but the assumption is that logistics units can provide superior rations by then. They are suitable for pretty much any environment, except where temperatures are below the freezing point of water for the majority of time, since they contain wet food, which can actually freeze. For such cold terrains, different types of rations are used, but that's another video. There are 24 different meals in existence, and they change 3 or 4 of them every couple years for a little variety and to match the taste of the respective time, so I'm only gonna review the ones I exceptionally like, and I'm not gonna explain every little detail in each episode anew, so this is also going to be the longest video of the bunch, and I'm just gonna put a link to it in the description of the following ones. Although over time MREs got nicknames like meals rejected by the enemy, morsels regurgitated, eviscerated, meal ready to excrete, or even 3 lies for the price of 1. It's not a meal, it's not ready, and you can't eat it. Some of them are actually pretty good. And I'm not talking good for a field ration, but good like in I'd buy it at the store and eat one whenever I'm too lazy or stressed out to cook. They are US government property, and it's supposedly unlawful to commercially resale them, but please call back the drones. You can buy them at a lot of online stores, and there's nothing shady about it.
Well, let's go with buffalo chicken for my first episode, and it seems like the vacuum seal is already broken on this one, at least on the outer packaging. But let's take a look inside and see if it's still edible. They've all got like this peelable seal on top. That doesn't always work, but let's just try it out. Right, there you go. So what do we have here? Got some turkey snacks, whatever they mean by it, we'll see. Some mocha cappuccino instant powder, which is very yummy, but there's always so little of it. Patriotic cookies, you'll see what that means in a jiffy. Some tortillas, you could put the chicken in if you want. Some fortified cheese spread with jalapenos. Sometimes it comes just as a plain cheddar cheese spread, sometimes, very rarely, even with bacon bits. Then of course we've got our chicken pulled with buffalo style sauce. And they even threw in some Santa Fe rice and beans. A convenient spoon. An accessory pack, which in this case includes beverage base raspberry flavor. Some iodized salt, which is a pretty hardcore potent salt. I usually use only a half of this bag to the max because it's a really salty salt, as silly as that sounds. A moist towelette, pretty handy. Some chewing gum for after the meal, because all of us know a fresh breath is essential on the battlefield. And some field ration of toilet paper / paper towel, whatever way you want to use it. This is like, yeah, not much, but better than nothing, right? But the real treat of every MRE is this. It's called the flameless ration heater, and it's even got instructions printed on the bag itself. It contains a pouch of what I'm guessing is some sort of magnesium compound, since it reacts highly exothermic with water. Meaning if you pour cold water in this bag, it's getting quite hot, and steam is created.
That's so awesome. It sure beats the stuff I got when I was in the Austrian army back in the 1990s. We had like those tiny sheet metal camping stoves that you need a little paraffin brick to heat some tin canned meat and gravy with.
And also there's a hot beverage bag, because some accessory packs don't contain like a fruit juice base powder, but it's like a powdered coffee of some sort. And you can stuff this plastic bag into the flameless ration heater and heat up your coffee with it. or you can just use it for mixing the cold beverage. So let's heat up the buffalo style chicken. Gonna rip open the flameless ration heater, stuff that chicken pouch in all the way down. Also the Santa Fe rice and beans, I like to eat that warm. Get it all in there.
So the only thing left is to pour a little water in there. But I'm gonna explain it beforehand since the next step is kind of fast. The reaction is really quickly. Be sure to really not overfill this. Like pour water until it reaches a level between those two black markers, those two black lines, because it's really a highly exothermic reaction. The byproduct is hydrogen gas. Yeah, believe it or not. There's actually a warning stamped on the MRE that says, don't use in troop transporters or places that have no ventilation in groups of 5 people or more. Because, yeah, hydrogen gas is venting from the pouch while it is heating. So, and that's flammable, right? Also, don't throw away the carton before heating it, because it's really convenient to stuff the heating pouch inside there.
So, yes, I hope I'm gonna do this right. Just pour some water from your canteen, or in my case, just a regular measuring cup inside there. Just a little bit, doesn't take much. Ah, damn, of course I overfilled. Now just fold the top over like this. And the reaction is already taking place. It's getting warmer as we speak. Can you hear that? So okay, before it gets too hot to handle, I'm gonna put it inside. Damn, it's getting already hot. I'm gonna put it inside the carton and give it some leverage. And by leverage I mean just put it on top of a stone or something. I'm using the Pillsbury Doughboy here, so it doesn't lie down completely flat, so the water doesn't run out and the steam can safely vent.
So usually the heating up process takes about 5 to 15 minutes depending on how hot you actually want your meal to be. You can even eat it cold if you don't have the time to heat it up. Usually I let it heat up for like 5 to 8 minutes, but since I've got like 2 pouches in there, the chicken and the rice, I'm gonna leave it for the full 15 minutes. And in the meantime, I'm gonna prepare the other stuff.
For the raspberry juice I need like 20 ounces of water, so I'm using the hot beverage bag for measurement. I filled up to the 12 ounce mark and then to the 8 ounce mark. That should total to about 20 ounces. Yeah, I'm a math whiz. And since I didn't actually mix anything up in there, I've got a perfectly reusable, good as new hot beverage bag.
You never know when you're gonna need one. Now I'm gonna add the beverage base raspberry flavored juice. I'm gonna use the convenient spoon to stir it.
Yeah, chemistry, bitches!
Now let's take a look at those turkey snacks.
Turkey churkey!
Smoky.
Okay, about 15 minutes have gone by. Just knead them for a bit to evenly distribute the heat. And there you go.
Of course you can eat it straight out of the bag, and it's actually designed for that, being a field ration and all. But I plated it up so you guys can see it. Maybe some of this turbo salt on the rice. Not too much. Some on the chicken maybe. Yeah. This is actually pretty good. Chemistry indeed. Now that was delicious, but let's not forget about the tortillas and the cheese spread. There.
Yes, I'm using the exact same plate. I didn't wash it, I just licked it clean like a dog. Just remove the moisture binding agent, you don't want to eat that. Unfortunately, those MRE tortillas have the habit of breaking along the line they are folded, So I'm not even gonna fold them up. The cheese spread does require some kneading before using it though. Mmm, yummy! Like a snack after a meal. This jalapeno cheese spread packs quite a punch, and I'm usually not into spicy food, but I still like it. Now that was quite spicy and interesting and spicy. But let's not forget dessert. We've still got our patriotic cookies. Oh. Why patriotic cookies? Well, nothing strengthens troop morale like eating Uncle Sam's head, or the torch of the Statue of Liberty, or heck, even the American flame itself while we're at it. Let's see how our mocha cappuccino powder turned out. Oh my god, this is so tasty. I mean, it's not tasty for an MRE, it's like actually really tasty. I'd buy this at the store in a heartbeat. Unfortunately, there's never enough of it. And let's not forget to freshen our breath afterwards. Usually, chewing gum comes in two variations depending on the MRE. Transparent packaging means spearmint. Red packaging means cinnamon. Well, actually I prefer cinnamon, but this'll do. Damn it. Rawr. And this concludes this time's episode of MRE, Meal Ready to Eat. Thanks so much for watching.